Hello, hello, I'm Old Biddy Gaming and thank you for stopping by. Sorry if I'm a little hoarse this morning, I'm having a little sinus trouble. I don't know if it's allergies or what it is, but yeah, I'm a little hoarse. It is 5:44 a.m. and I am recording. Yes, I have a lot of things I have to get done today. Uh, Today is bill paying day, so yeah. Uh, let's see. We're right back where we left off. Uh, Last time I was mining this little area right here, and I hit sandstone, and it is in my way. I can't tunnel any further. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to move over here, one tile over, and I am going to mine this tile and just go back. Surely there's nothing in the way here. Uh, Showing my mining at 1.07. And let's see here. Let's get my pick out again. It's still the same day, so there isn't any sense in checking my garden. So yeah, we'll have to give that a little bit. Let's check as before we get started. Let's check and see what time it is. I haven't even stuck my head outside the cave yet. It is 14:36, so that would be about 2 in the morning. Not bad. Where's that in it? It's been too long. I haven't been on military for a long time. Alright, double click on the wall. Activate our pickaxe. That might help. There we go. Mining is on 3. Prospecting is 6. So let's hit a prospecting. And it will say, I will mine rock shards here. Yep. I would mine stone rock shards here. Of course. So let's get going. I am going to grab a swig of coffee. Ooh, I got a little full because I was trying to pour it in the dark. Oh, that's good. For some reason, I was all stopped up this morning. I started sneezing. I've been continuously blowing my nose. Of course, we've got a weather change. It's been in the 90s, and now it's going to start dropping in the 80s and 70s, and we got rain tomorrow. Thank goodness. We really need the rain. And tomorrow, my videos will probably be very, very late because the old goat has a doctor's appointment. So, yeah, I'll have to kind of work around that. I'll have to get up real early in the morning again or wait till after we get back to do them. Hopefully I can get up real early and get 1 or 2 out of the way before we leave. But since I've started putting my YouTube videos up on HD to make the videos look halfway decent, it's taking about 3-4 times as long to get it done, and up, so yeah, it's getting to where it's taking a very long time. But it's worth it. I want you guys to have the best view of this rock wall that you could get. I mean, if I've got to stare at this thing, I figure you guys do too. What is our repairing, or our prospecting skill up to now? Repairing is up to 2.2. Wow. 2.1432. Prospecting is up to 1.3461. My poor mining is... Oh, yeah, I don't want to talk about that yet. It's lagging way behind. The quality of my pickaxe is down from 10 to 7.94 now. Yeah, so it's, my pickaxe is, damage is going up faster than my mining skill, that's for sure. If you didn't get a chance to watch Jagged Edge Productions' Wurm Unlimited video yesterday, he had a really good one out. He did a overview of what he's planning on doing to his deed, and he has some really, really interesting plans. I can't wait to see him get started. I saw when I checked my videos this morning that he has just a real short speedrun video on doing a little bit of work, so I've got to get time sometime this morning and watch it. But if you get a chance, check him out. He's really putting out some good ones. But he embarrasses me every time I watch one because he's always talking about me. And I really appreciate it. And Jagged, I know you're watching this, so I do appreciate you. There aren't very many of us that do Wurm Unlimited, so I guess a few of us do. We have to support each other. And why he'd want to sit here and watch me bang on a rock wall, I have no idea. Oh, come on. Let's get this going. At least we know it's right around 27 rock shards before the wall breaks. So at least we have something to shoot for. Not that it makes the time go any faster, but it does help. He was talking about I'm doing a type of Iron Man. And it's not really Iron Man. Iron Man is whenever you start with absolutely nothing. No deed, nothing. I mean, no tools. And real low skills. I already had my deed set up, already had a mine open, a plot for food, you know, a food storage bin, a bulk storage bin. So I did have some things. I've got animals, I've got pens to put my animals in. I kind of set that up like it's a starting area. yeah, I definitely starting on low skills, and I've got my skill multiplier. That's how fast your skill goes up. I've got it way down, so the skill gain is very slow. But I don't think it's quite as hard as Iron Man. I mean, Iron Man, if I tried to do this complete Iron Man, the way I have this set up, I wouldn't be able to level, and my skill wouldn't be high enough to even level the ground, much less dig a mine. Because at, say, skill 1, you can dig, I think it's 3 times or 4 times your slope. So I wouldn't be able to go any higher than, 3 or 4 slope to level it. And in Wurm, it's hard to find anything with that small a slope. It wouldn't be bad if your set your skills a little higher or your skill gain a little higher or something like that. But I'm kind of compensating by keeping all mine down really slow going. So yeah, I am playing really hard mode, but I don't know. I guess it's kind of a trade-off. But I do have had things set up to help. I've got a safe area. I've got animals that really, really, really need grooming. And, but I'm really enjoying this. And once, if I ever get this finished, we may be on episode 1020 before I finally feel like I've had enough. I don't know. But I'm afraid if I do go back to a higher skill gain and higher skill level and all that stuff, starting skill level and everything, it might be kind of boring. But I do wish I had set my skill gain up just a little bit higher than what I have it set on. That way you wouldn't have to watch this really, really slow drag. Because I know eventually you're going to get tired of watching me hit on a wall. So I try to break it up by doing, what else I can. I mean, I did enjoy the net fishing the other day. Now that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make me a spear and try some spear fishing. I can't really make a fishing pole yet because number one, you need a string of cloth to make the line, and I can't get my garden to grow to get some cotton. I could forage for cotton, but yeah, that's not the way I wouldn't be able to find enough. It would take 2 episodes to find enough cotton to make enough strings of cloth to make it. But and then the pole, and there's a lot involved in making the fishing rod or pole or whatever you want to call it. And the spear, all you need is just a spear head and a shaft for to hold on to it. So it shouldn't be that hard to make once I get a little bit more skill. One skill? Carpentry, I've got 1.38, and I think the spear is made under weapons smithing. I think. But you can go to your journal right down here, and it's got a tutorial on fishing by itself. that little simple tutorial we went through when I started the game. In your journal, there is a tutorial on the fishing. What the net does and how to use it, and the same thing with the spear, and the same thing with the poles and the rods. Now you get into the big, good fishing rods. Boy, that gets complicated. Make a tackle box to keep your spares in. You can have fish keepers, and I mean just all kinds of stuff. Different kinds of bait to bait your hook. It really gets involved. But we're still at the very, very simple stage. So we're not going to worry about that right now. I'll stick with my net till I can make a spear, and then we will try that. Maybe the spear we can get a little bit larger fish, maybe? Maybe? Oh, that coffee is so good. I think my eyes are slowly getting open. Yesterday was a very rough day when it came to recording. I mean, my Wurm video, it went perfect. So did the infected video. No problem recording those. Then I decided to try my new editing software and get them up, and I forgot how to shrink the view size of the video, and I messed it all up. So I messed with that for, I guess, a good hour and a half or so before I finally gave up and just used my old editing software just to get them up. Fed the old goat lunch. Then I started out on the new series, recording the first video on it, Medieval Dynasty. Well, the first time I tried recording, the in-game settings were horrible. I mean, it was so dark you couldn't see anything. My mouse was going every which way as fast as it could go. So I stopped recording, got all that straightened out, so I started over. So I thought I was recording, and I recorded, maybe about 45 minutes. Got out of it, went to edit it, no video. I had forgotten to hit my recording button. Yeah, 45 minutes of me talking to myself and nothing. So, I had to redo it again. It was, about 5:30, 6 o'clock last night before I finally managed to get it up. I know it was late. Then, of course, I had to, decalcify my coffee maker because the light kept coming on telling me I needed to do it. So, I had to do that. But man, that takes forever. I mean, this pot takes a long time to make a pot of coffee, but boy, when you add vinegar and a little water and run it through the cleaning mode, wow. I didn't think that thing would ever get done. But I got that taken care of. Today, like I said, I've got 3 videos to put out. Medieval Dynasty, I'm trying to keep that for the afternoon. I try to get Wurm Unlimited and the Infected up in the morning, as well, close to lunchtime by the time I get recorded and edited and uploaded. Right around lunchtime for it, and then I'll feed him lunch and take a little bit of a break, and then I'll do Medieval Dynasty. But I've also, today I have to fit in running around town getting the bills paid, and then I have to make a phone call sometime today, and Just little things. I wanted to get a load of laundry done, so I may jump up while the videos are processing and get a load started there. Seems like every day is just chock full of things to do. I think when Sunday rolls around, I may just sit in my recliner and he'll just have to fix himself a sandwich for lunch. Because I don't plan on doing anything. Well, how are we doing on our rock shards? Should have 3 or 4. We got 5. So we're not too bad this morning. How about my skills? Mining. Latest mining is 1.0731. Okay. Not bad. So we finally hit that 1.07. Now if we can get it up to 1.08 would be the next jump. So we're slowly working our way up to 2 point whatever. Once we get there, then I'm going to try making some tools. I'll end up probably 1 quality tools, but at least my ore count or quality will get a little bit better, so maybe that'll help. I don't know. Did it go back up again? Yes, now we're 1.0749. It went up from 4.2 to 4.9. That's not a bad jump. Every little bit helps. And I want to have, ooh. I want to stop. I just right click and click stop. Because I've got to repair. My damage is up to 4.35. Get that repaired. And the quality is dropping fast. 7.78 quality now. Oh. Alright, now let's go. I don't know what's going to happen first. My pickaxe gives out or my skill level actually gets up high enough to do something. It's going to be a close race. I hope everybody's having a good day so far. So far, I mean, I've been up since about 4:30 this morning, and so far, morning's been good. Went outside and got some fresh air, sat there for a little bit, watched the early commuters go to work. There's a lot of people that live in our little town that goes off to the larger towns for work every day, so I was watching the little bit of traffic go out of town, and still dark outside, so can't see all that much. There's a mini storage across the street from us, and there's a wild cat that lives in the mini storage. I'm not sure exactly where it sleeps or whatever, but there's some cars over there with windows busted out, so I assume that's where it spends a lot of its time, but I enjoy watching it roam around. I just have to bring my cushions in that's off my chairs on my patio outside, because that little Dickens likes to come over and lay on my cushions at night. So I've got to where I bring my cushions in. But I like watching it. About this time of morning, he always goes out and kind of checks the place out, make sure nothing's happened overnight, see if there's anything out there for us to hunt. And it's fun to watch. Every now and then I'll have a possum come by. One time I had a skunk, that wasn't any fun. It didn't spray me, but it sure got close enough where I thought I was going to get sprayed. Okay. Stamina's back up. Let's hit it again. My food level's already dropping again, so we're going to have to get some more food. That little bit I ate yesterday didn't do much good. I don't want to get it too low, because if it goes too low, then I really have a hard time getting it up. But I hate to cook too much because I'm trying to make my food last, especially till I get the garden straightened out. But we'll see if that little 4-plot that I planted, see if it will do anything when it gets daylight again. It has to go through a night cycle, so hopefully it will do something. I'm already up to 1.01 damage on that pickaxe again. Yeah. I mean, every time that pickaxe hits the wall, it goes up anywhere from 2 to 4 damage points. It's at 1.14. Now it's 1.16. Now it's 1.18. So it's going up about 2. Now it's up to 1.20. So, yeah, it's going up fast every time that pickaxe hits that wall. I'll probably have to repair again after I go through this action. I may wait till it goes down a little bit more. Oh, almost another shard out of the wall. Go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Alright. Wait for the stamina to go back up. I think I'm going to go ahead and let the damage ride through another action. It's 1.48, 1.50. So, yeah. I usually like to constantly repair my tools, but the damage is just growing so bad that it's not going to make any difference. Ooh. Sorry about that. That yawn kind of took me by surprise. If we can get up to about 10 rock shards out of this thing, then we'll go get some food and some water. How we doing? Yeah, I've got 8. I'm very, very thankful that I set this at the 21 mining hits instead of the 51. We'd be here through 4 or 5 videos just trying to get through one wall. Now that is tough. So I did help myself a little there. This is bad enough. But boy, I sure like getting that rush whenever the wall comes down. Especially yesterday when I found the sandstone. That was nice. Can't use it yet. But whenever I start building some nice, decent sized houses and everything, you better believe I'm going to be using that sandstone. The sandstone bricks are so pretty. I just love the color of them. I don't care for the sandstone floors because they look all cracked and they're a funny design, and I don't care for the floor, but boy, the walls, oh, the bricks, they are so pretty. Marble would be another nice one to find. Now, marble floors are really pretty. Of course, I like the wooden floors. The only problem with floors is if you don't put like a wooden floorboard underneath if you're building a wood floor, if you put a wooden floorboard underneath before and then build your floor on top of it, you'll get the sound of you walking across wood. If you don't, it'll sound like you're walking across grass or something like that. You know, you just don't have that sound. But if you take that extra step and put those wooden floorboards down, or the wooden boards, yeah, it sounds just like you're walking across a wood floor, which is really nice. But I like the wood floors. I think they look pretty good, especially once you get it set up. Start adding some furniture or adding some of your crafting tables and forges and cooking stations and everything to it, but in couches and fireplace and yeah. You put a couple of rugs down, put out some vases of flowers, kind of decorate it a little bit. You can make a wood floor house look good. But we're still a long way away from that. My goal is to make just a one tile building at this point. Why, I don't know, but it'll help my carpentry. That's about all I can say for it. You can fit in a bed, but I'm a long way from making a bed. You have to have a loom to make cloth, and a loom, you really have to have fairly high skills to do that. And that's a bad thing. That's the thing about early stages. There isn't much you can do. It's all dependent on your skill. Excuse me. All depended on your skill level. And yeah, I could have set my skills up to maybe 5 or 6 or whatever. You know, not real high, but high enough to do things. But what would be the fun in that? I just kind of, I just want to see exactly how long and how frustrated I get doing it this way. I may get up one day and look at another rock wall and say, I'm not doing this anymore. You never know. But I'm bound and determined I'm going to do this. I really am. I mean, we're what, 11, 12 videos in? 13? I've lost count of how many days it has been in real life that it's doing this. But we're slowly but surely getting up there. Oh, and as you can see, my mining up here has ticked over to 1.08. Yes, it's gone up another notch. Down here, it is at 1.0784, so it won't be long, it'll be 1.8. So it does seem like it's going up a little faster. Or else I'm being lucky and it's giving me some good skill gains today. Yesterday it didn't seem like it wanted to give me anything. Another swallow of coffee. Oh, it's almost cold already. I was watching a gentleman playing Wurm online. He had a series going there for quite a while, and then he got into another game and just kind of, I guess he just kind of forgot about Wurm. But he would pour a cup of coffee, and I guess he'd wait till it got cool enough to drink, and he would drink that cup of coffee in one go. I mean, not just a mouthful or a swallow at a time or whatever. I mean, he would chug-a-lug it. He'd put it up to drink, and by the time he put the cup back down, it was empty. I can't do that. There's no way I could do that. I go for kind of small swallows. That way it'll last a little bit longer. Okay. Mining is 1.0764. My pickaxe is increased to 1.0901. So my pickaxe usage has gone up. Let's go ahead and repair this. And we will check my shards. I should be up to 10 by now. Yep, I got 11. So, let's head over and pick up some food. Get that out of the way. And it is raining, of course. Come on. Geez, I'm walking a little faster. I hadn't been moving this fast. I'm moving right along today. And you know, you don't run in this game. You just move faster on different kinds of pavement. You won't get on grass, you move a lot slower. You get on clay or tar, you're really going slow. Just for the heck of it. I know, I can tell by looking this thing isn't ready, but just for the heck of it. Nothing. Let's go over here and check the other one real quick. How's it doing? Nothing. I know this one hasn't been planted long enough to do anything yet. Let's go over here. Food. Open it up. Let's get food open. What are my pottery bowls doing down there? Oh well, never mind. Let's see. I want, let's do 4 pumpkins, as usual. That way, you can only put so much in a pottery bowl. So I try to get as much weight in there as I can. Because the weight of a pumpkin and a cabbage is 4 points. So, that's 8 points. Of course, it goes down once you cook it, but start out. Meat. Let me look at the roach. Let's put 4 of those in just to look at them. Yeah, they're not. I think I'm going to try the meat feline. See what I get out of that. I don't have much left, but yeah, it's 0.30 weight. That's better. Alright, let's put our pumpkins in. 1 in each bowl. There you are. Come on. There we go. And our cabbage. I know I keep saying it. I've got to get out there and do some foraging. Now my weight is up to 2.50. Put the meat in. Okay. So I've got, don't want to count the pottery bowl itself. I've got 1 weight of the pumpkin, 1 weight of the cabbage, and 0.30 of the meat, so I've got 2.30 weight in that. It looks like they're all fairly close except for this one, and this one bowl and all is 1.80. Alright, let's grab a drink of water. We'll go down and cook it and see how much our food level goes up, because I don't want it to get too low. Trees are looking good. Some of them are starting to come up a little bit more, so I'm hoping when the trees come in and start spreading, then we'll get more animals. What's that? Is that just a rock? Oh, we got an adolescent pheasant. I had old peasants last time, now I got an adolescent. They are pretty, but boy, you try to fight one. Yeah, it is really, really rough. There's anything you fight in this game. I mean, the domestic animals like cows and sheep aren't too bad, but especially if you got them in a small cage and fight them from the outside, that makes a difference. Let's open this up. Dump our pottery bowls in there. Go over here and chop at the wall just one more time. Yeah, I didn't think it'd make it over here, but I thought I'd try. I kind of wanted to keep an eye on it, but that's okay. Pickaxe. Let's get it going. Well, we're down to 13 minutes of video time. Morning's going fast. I should be able to get this out and get this and the infected recorded, and should be able to start getting the editing done by the time I have to go get his feed the old man. So yeah, so far so good today. Might have been worth getting up at 4:30 in the morning to do this. I just wasn't sure how I was going to squeeze everything I need to do today into the time I have, so I figured the only option I had was to get up and get it done. Normally I'm up about 4:30, 5 o'clock every morning, but I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting. It usually takes a while before my brain decides to function, so that's why I sit outside. I just sit there and kind of sit back and vegetate. Oh, excuse me. You big yawn. Play a little mahjong. That helps get the brain percolating a little. Or I may read if I don't want to have to really concentrate hard. I always check to see if anybody has any new videos out that I want to watch. I'm watching several content creators, trying to keep up with what they're doing. Okay, let's go back over and check our food. Come on. And open. See how we're doing. I've got casserole, 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 casserole. Alright, let's grab those out. First one, 2.30. That's not bad. And it's hot, so let's eat it. See if we can get some of that food level back up. I like to get it, I don't like to get it any lower than what it is, because I don't want to have to sit all day making food to get that level back up. Jagged Edge can sit there and eat a piece of a pumpkin and fill his completely up. And here I am struggling, trying to, it would take 12 pumpkins to even budge this for me. I'm not getting any nutrition. Well, I'm getting a little nutrition, but I'm not getting the calories, carbs, fats. I'm not getting any of that with what I'm eating. Or I may be getting some, but the level of it is so low it's just not registering. Let's eat the second one. See, the other ones were 2.30. This one is the next one will only be 1.30. But this last one is 3.30. So I ought to get a good jump out of it. This one here that we're eating now is, it was 2.30. So hopefully I'm going to get really close to getting full this time. But I got to keep my food and my water up because that helps with the stamina. Especially banging on that wall over there. It really, really helps. And it helps your skills grow up a little bit better. So food is very important. Like Jagged Edge, where your skills are high anyway, and the skill multiplier's as high as what he gets, it doesn't really matter. Let's eat this little one. That was the 1.30 weight. The qualities, this one here, this one with the high weight, the 3.30 weight, the quality on it's only 1.40, so you're not going to get a whole bunch of good stuff out of it, but at least it's filling my belly. It's all I care about right now. And my hot food cooking skill will go up, so that helps. Last one. Right now we are at 55% nutrition, 74% food. And of course we don't have any of the calories, carbs, fat, or protein. But whenever I get good enough and I can start making breads and pizzas and cakes and pies and the big fancy dishes, yes, we'll be so fat we'll have to waddle. You can't move while you're eating. Anytime you're doing an action, if you move away, you usually stop. So most of the time you have to stay in one position, You can look around. You can move your camera around, as long as you don't, uh, you know, move forward, back, sideways. Can't do that. So that's why I am just standing here eating, watching the fire, and that is a nice fire. We do get the effects of seasons. It does change to winter. How'd our food do? Food, we are up to 81%, so that's not bad. All right. Well, I think we've got time, a little bit more time left. Let's go do another wall. I was talking about winter. Yes, it shows we get snow on the ground. We can collect what snowballs when it snows, and let's get mining. Add it to a pantry. If you can have a pantry built, it takes 100 snowballs to fill this pantry up, but that keeps your cooked food cold and it will not spoil. You can wrap your food like in wax paper or things like that, or just put them in there. And it does. It actually keeps the food cold where there's no spoilage. Because, like I told you before, the food storage bin, you cannot put cooked food in there. So, you either make enough, just enough to eat right then, because you don't, or maybe a couple meals, to keep on you just for a short period of time, because it will spoil. And definitely don't want your food spoiling. And it's funny, all the time I've used these pottery bowls, I have no damage on them. They're only quality 1, that's all I could make. This one here, the quality 2, because that was what I was given when you come into the game. It's in your starter gear. But the other 3 I've made, and it's quality 1, so, but no damage on them. That is really nice. And I've had to do a lot of cooking. Oh, my belly's growling now. I'm up long enough to want a little breakfast. Of course, sometimes he'll get up early, and other times he'll sleep till 9 o'clock, 9:30. So I never know when he's going to be up, and he wants to eat almost as soon as he gets out of bed. He's not like me. I have to be up a while. So hopefully he'll sleep in a little bit this morning, and I can get some of this video work done, and before I have to stop and feed him. Let's go one more time. We're almost done. We're down to 29 seconds left of our hour, so this will be my last mining for today. Aren't you relieved? And then I will move on to the infected and get that recorded. Get them both edited and try to get them up to you as soon as I possibly can. Oh, and there goes my time. Stop. We are just... How many rock shards we're going to end up with? We had 11 when we stopped to eat. We'll probably end up with 12. No, we got 13. Am I getting more than one? No, that's about right. Because I did one while we were waiting for the food. And then we just did one, and this is, okay, 13. So this will be our 14th rock shard, so. We're getting closer to that 27. We'll have this wall down in no time. See how far past that sandstone we get. To me, mining is relaxing. I mean, you don't really have to do anything. You just sit here and whenever your bar fills up on there on the bottom right, you hit the key again and let it go again. Keep an eye on your damage so you can repair your pickaxe once in a while, but you don't have to concentrate. You just kind of sit here and do it. It's a good, you can sit and watch a YouTube video, listen to it, and kind of watch it because there's really nothing to see what, mining, and you can play a game. You can, a little video game on your tablet or phone and just chill. I think that's what everybody says nowadays, isn't it? Just chill. Okay. Let us repair. And, yeah, we're doing okay. Gonna put the sandstone. Silver and the iron and the rock salt. Boy, we've got a good mine here. We really, really do. I hope I find a lot more stuff going back this way. We'll go back this way a ways. Then we'll go back this way a ways. Can't go this way too hardly at all because the mountain ends just right over here. Can't go this way. That's where we tunneled in, and there's no mountain there. So, yeah, we'll go this way quite a ways and see what we can run across. But I think I'm just going to try to keep the tunnel maybe one tile wide. I'm going to have to make it 2 through here, so I may zigzag behind the sandstone and keep going straight. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button. It helps more than you could imagine. If you want to watch an old woman play games, be sure and hit that subscribe button. Be sure and check out my other videos. What else? Oh, give Jagged Edge Productions a look and see what he is up to. Tell him I sent you. Tell him I forced you come over watch him. But most of all, I want you to have a wonderful day. No matter whether it's morning, evening, whatever time zone you're in. And I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.